Sometimes when you buy something used, people do some interesting things. If you look really closely, you can see where the end of the screw is actually coming through the wall. So that's part of the dinette, so got some replacing to do. Our hinge kit, and I picked it up off of Amazon. I saw several people asking about instructions, and one person gave a link to the instructions, so I printed it out. But it is actually the TP brand. AP Products, I guess, sells it. And I'll take it apart, the old one apart, and try and put this one up. Doesn't look too complicated. Well, as I showed before, from the outside, there were screws sticking out. And, well, it's these 3 screws. Really aren't that long. Well, judging by where the screws were put, I'd say that there are metal beams inside the wall here. It really doesn't tell you much. My guess is I need to have it spaced out just a little bit so that there's room to slide this in. Then, just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to put in 1 screw to test it out, see how it works. Maybe I should have moved it over. Yep.
So I'm out here helping Steve with this table, and the brackets that go on the wall for the bar he's been struggling with.
I was getting ready to bend on them, and then that little light came on and said, wait a minute, there's a little tiny lip in here. Click. It's on. Now I mount it to the wall.
Yep.
I've been fighting with that for an hour.
I'm glad I came out to help you then.
Good idea.
Yeah. I don't think I really actually helped him at all.
Yes,
I
did.
think I just sat here and talked it out with him, which sometimes problem solving, having someone else to talk it out to you is all it's needed. And we're making progress. I mean, this is going to help. This is going to be a real big help for me when we get the dinette down and we can sleep in it comfortably-ish.
Are we close? Better. When they mount, it'll be
And you can see how these pieces are going to mount on the wall like that.
more like here.
And then there's another piece here that will go like this on the wall, and you can see
Somewhere up here.
and you can see on the back of the other side of the table that that would fit in there to
It'll
help.
probably be up
About right
about
there.
One thing I'm not crazy about, part of it's gonna stick up higher than the table.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an RV.
Yeah.
So keep plugging away.
Obviously, if you have a dinette that looks a lot like ours. It has a lip. Then you would have to do some creative woodworking if you don't have the right tools, but it's doable.
And they'll all be different, I'm sure.
I'm sure that too.
It would have been nice though if the package with all the hardware came with screws in it. I had to scrounge through the other screws. Well, luckily I've been doing lots of little things with lots of screws.
Mm-hmm.
Good assortment.
Yep.
Anyway, back to mounting it up. I would say we're doing pretty good. Just to get everything lined up. Okay. Not bad. Nice and steady. Push the button. This unfolds. Drops down. I like it. Does it look okay? Yeah? Good girl.
Okay, so it's been about a month since we put the table in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up. It's solid.
Yes, yes.
Much better.
Easier to take up and down. You can see we both have our Corvette 19 haircuts.
Yes. Buzz.
Buzz.
Beard is gone.
Yeah.
Although it's growing back.
But, you know, the table ended up, the stall was a lot more complicated than I thought we would.
Took me a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. It took almost a day
Yeah.
to do. Some of that was because you had some issues. Let's talk about the issues. No instructions.
No instructions. I mean, luckily, somebody had posted on Amazon the directions.
Right.
So I was able to print them off and go by. And it's still confusing even with the instructions.
Yeah, it sounds to me like from watching the video and doing some of the editing, and we're about to add this last little bit on, there were some challenges because of the way our benches are made. There were some challenges because they didn't have the instructions, so you were kind of making it up as you went along. They weren't really accurate instructions.
True.
Because it was another. You
kind
bought
of
a
have
kit,
to look at it and think, okay, it's going to go on this way.
right? And you bought that kit, but then the instructions you found were not from that manufacturer. It was another manufacturer's
Actually, no, they were from the original manufacturer.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, because our rig is older, we had 18 different sizes of screws and holes and all that stuff, which everybody's going to encounter.
Part of the reason it took a whole day is I ended up having to go to Tractor Supply and buy some more screws.
Right. So the kit didn't come with screws. So they came with
no
all
screws.
the hardware, but no screws. Yeah. And so he was piecemealing them together, reusing some of them. Of course, he couldn't use the ones that were too long that were sticking out the other side.
Fix that.
And so we had to fix that problem once the new table was up. But in the end, even though it took all day, it was well worth the effort of doing it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, before it would have been shaking the table.
Right. And right now, there's a possibility that we might be using this table as our bed, or
right.
One of us sleep in it and the other sleep across in the sofa for short term. And the first time I went to move the table, it fell and dropped on my foot, and I was not happy. So Steve is my new hero.
I wasn't there.
No, he was not there, and he did not hear the cussing. And so that's, one of the big reasons why we did it, but it was definitely worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was definitely a harder job than we thought because of all the piecemealing. But the hardware itself worked. It's just the instructions weren't good. And no screws, and so
it was confusing.
You'll have seen in the video, because I think I'm going to piece this at the end. You'll have seen in the video he did have to take some stuff out, put some stuff in. The other thing you'll see in the video is he did a lot of cleaning as he went, because all the windows were starting to leak, but this window had a very bad leak, and we have since fixed that, and you will see that in an upcoming video of how we took all the windows out and removed the seals and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope everybody is staying safe in these trying times. I hope everybody has enjoyed their COVID-19 haircuts just like we are. And I am Kathy.
I'm Steve.
And we're Fate, Fortune, and Fun. We hope you subscribe, hit the notification button, hit that like button. If you have any comments, please let us know. If you've done a table replacement, let us know. Did you have the same challenges? So thank you.
Have a good day.